Hello Taurus, and welcome to the Green Women Tarot. This is your reading for the next 2 weeks, which is from the 24th of May to the 7th of June 2021. And it's a general reading just to see what sort of energies are around you at this time, to see what's on the cards for you. But before we delve into the tarot reading, I need to consult the oracle. And this is a compendium of the Witch's Oracle, which I'm using today to draw a couple of cards from, just to start your reading off with. So let's see, what words of wisdom does the mysterious oracle have for Taurus for the 24th of May to the 7th of June 2021. What messages are here for Taurus for the next 2 weeks? What does Taurus need to know at this time? Let's see what you get. Right, you have the Soothsayer and the Wind Rider. This speaks together a lot of integrity. The Soothsayer is the truth teller, someone who is willing to stand up and fight for the truth, to even if that brings a bit of discord around her. And likewise, the Wind Rider is someone who's willing to move towards her own, to be who she is, regardless of what others expect of her. So she ignores or turns her back on the expectations of society, even of others, and finds who she truly is and embraces that and sort of becomes that. So it's about finding your own inner truth and being who you are, being true to yourself and speaking the truth. And this is more about speaking outwards, about protecting or bringing up imbalance or injustices to the fore, and being willing to stand by that, being willing to be a bit of an earth shaker, shake things up a bit. And so there's a lot about truth and integrity in these two cards together. But let's see where the rest of the reading takes us. So let's see what's on the cards for Taurus for the 24th of May to the 7th of June 2021. What messages are here for Taurus for the next couple of weeks? What does Taurus need to know at this time? So today I'm using the Tarot De Marseille-Waite, and I'll be putting out the usual 8-card spread with the first 2 cards depicting you, Taurus, where you are in your current situation, and the next 2 cards highlighting the challenges you face at this time, with the following 2 cards offering some guidance from divine energies as you move towards the final outcome, which is in the last 2 cards, which highlight the energies you're moving towards at the close of this time period. So let's see what you get. You have the Queen of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles, and then your challenges, the 9 of Swords and the 10 of Cups in juxtaposition there. Then you have your guidance from Spirit is the 2 of Wands and the 6 of Cups. with your outcome cards being the King of Cups and the Page of Cups, and you have a calling here, the Judgment card at the bottom of the deck. And this is about hearing that call. You know, this sort of really fits in with your two oracle cards there. This is about rising up renewed to answer the call to reassess your truths, your past actions, to see what's brought you to where you are. So this is all about assessment and answering a call. Answering, you know, finding that truth and moving towards expressing it and embracing it. So you start now with something very practical and grounded. The energies here is about nurturing and manifesting a new potential, and it's a very practical potential. It could well be for some of you a new job, but if you're able to really tend to it, to focus on it, and you know, set down firm roots and do all the practical mundane things you need to nurture it, you have the potential to bring about a sense of security and abundance and wealth. So here you stand with this wonderful new potential that you may even now recognize needs attendance, needs nurturing and growth and focus. But you're fraught now with I get a sense here, self-doubt springs to mind. The Nine of Swords depicts all those things that can keep us, that, you know, sort of bring us about anxiety, that keep us up at night. And the depiction here is of someone who's so overwhelmed by their thoughts and their worries that they're unable to sleep, and they're just going round and round in a circle. So the challenge is actually to not overthink things, to rather tend to them in a practical way, rather than, you know, that inaction that results from constantly, repeatedly strategizing but to little effect. Because you know, I get a sense here that the worry is of whether you're going to be able to find emotional fulfillment and harmony in a pursuit, a possibility here that, as I've said, is very material, very practical, grounded material. And it's sort of, it's almost like a dilemma emerges from that as to whether you're able to not only nurture that to fruition, but to do that in such a way that it is harmonious and fulfilling to not just you, but those in your caress, whether it's going to bring you true happiness. Now that is a big question. Perhaps that's the dilemma here, is that or the challenge is to not overthink it, not to put so much pressure on yourself to do it perfectly, to create this harmonious outcome. The advice here is rather to you know, survey your possibilities. You're at the point of harnessing this potential, is to, rather than worry about, you know, future outcomes that are in the distance, think now of where you want to go. Make your plans, choose your direction. You have the potential to, this chap holds the world in the palm of his hand, so it sort of indicates the full potential that this has. And it's up to you to either, you know, fret and worry about it so that nothing happens in the end, or to actually make a choice and step through through the doorway into the first stages of manifesting it. Yeah, the Six of Cups here in your guidance card sort of suggests perhaps there may come some help, some attendance, some advice from someone from the past to aid you in your pursuit. I almost get a sense that you worry that pursuing this means turning your back on things of emotional value to you. You know, you worry that in pursuing this means you've got to leave behind the something or someone that you love. You know, this is a card of nostalgia, of tenderness between people who are growing up together or who have grown up together, and it's in alignment with the Ten of Cups. I just get a sense that the challenge here, the dilemma is whether you is a worry that you are turning your back on something of emotional importance to you that has brought you joy and happiness, and there's the, you know, the whole judgment, the assessment of this. And to read the Six of Cups next to the Two of Wands in the words of guidance from Spirit, I would sort of get a sense that it suggests that perhaps it is a time to move on, but know that what those that truly fit with you, that truly love you, will be able to maintain that compassion, that you know, you won't lose them. You may go through turbulent times in your relationship with them, but the King of Cups, where you're moving towards, sort of suggests a stabling force on an emotional level, someone that can guide you and can support you as you continue with this endeavor. And you know, you've got these three cups, so it's really quite lovely that it's sort of reassuring in as much as there is the potential here for support and acceptance and guidance on an emotional level from someone perhaps who's older than you, who's an elder, who steps in from the past, but certainly is able to offer you a grounding sense of security on an emotional level. And you have also, you know, he's sort of, I get a sense those who love you, who can support you, appreciate the fascination you have, the excitement and curiosity you have for this new potential. And I get a sense, you know, you may, even if you find you lose connection with someone from the past through following through this endeavor and potential, you find a new pursuit, you know, something new and fascinating that is linked with exciting your creativity, and you know, that you'll find love again, a new love, whether it's simply a renewed connection with those you're worrying you're leaving behind, or whether it's you're able to move in your own direction and find your own path and find a new love in that. And perhaps that's what the soothsayer is sort of saying, shaking things up a bit. That the truth of the matter is that perhaps you need to follow a potential here, to go out into the world rather than confine yourself with something that does feel secure and harmonious, perhaps what it says, without moving on cards being in the spread. Perhaps it sort of implies the truth of the matter is you may need to move on in some capacity, and that those who are truly connected to you will remain connected to you and will be able to support you. And if not, you will carry that through. You will be able to find contentment and joy in a new fascination and love. And that's a new way to read the Judgment card as well. It's finding that calling and leaving what has died with, rising up to find something new, to find something better. So it's a bit challenging this week, but there you have it, Taurus. I hope you enjoyed your reading and that it resonates with you, and if so, please remember to hit the like, share and subscribe buttons, and then have a good 2 weeks, and God bless you till we meet again.